You may have been seeing everywhere across the tier lists for Wuthering Waves, Verina at the top in all sorts of team guides and team builds, Verina being included in almost every single one of those teams. Now, some of you may know that Verina is a healer, some of you may know that she's a buffer, but you might not be exactly sure what she does and why she is so good. So I'm going to break it down for you right here and show you exactly why Verina is considered to be the #1 best pick unit that you can get from the standard banner at the start of Wuthering Waves. So to start things off, obviously, she's a healer. She's able to consume stacks of her photosynthesis energy in order to recover concerto energy, as well as restore HP for party members. Very simple, very basic. Now, number 2, when she is using those heavy attacks or using her outro skills or her resonance skills, she is able to increase the attack percent of all characters in the party by 20%. Massive buff. Other characters provide 20% attack buffs as well, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. She is also able to provide a death save. It is once every 10 minutes, but she also provides a little bit of a shield in order to give you a little bit of a buffer zone to get your characters healed back up. On top of that, she also is able to provide coordinated attacks off field. So not only is she a healer and a small buffer and have death save, but she is also able to do coordinated attacks, making her an off-field damage dealer. Whenever a party member other than her performs an attack on targets carrying a mark, she will do a coordinated attack, dealing spectre damage while also restoring HP to party members. So she's a buffer, she's a healer, death save, and coordinated attacks off field for sub DPS damage. On top of that, when you do your outro skill for Verina, she heals a little bit of HP over time, and damage dealt by party members is increased by 15% for 30 seconds. So she provides an attack buff. She also provides a damage amplification buff. Now, this is also a true damage amplification buff, which means that it applies at the very end of the equation, meaning that it takes into account all other buffs, all other crit rate, crit damage, damage amps before this damage amp is applied. So this is a very, very powerful 15% damage buff. She, on top of all these things, which you can't read in her basic kit, she's also able to be one of the fastest characters to swap in and off field. She has some of the fastest animations of any character in the game currently at launch. This will allow her to basically get on field, apply her buffs, apply her healing, and get off field much faster, which allows you to get back to your damage dealer and do main DPS damage faster with your team. So because of all those reasons highlighted here, Verina is considered to be one of the best team members in the start of the game. It is entirely possible that she will be power crept later on. However, whether you're using a 4-star main DPS, the Rover, a 5-star standard banner main DPS, or any of the limited 5-star DPS, for the time being, Verina will be the must-pick unit on almost every single team in the game. If you are a player who is concerned about doing damage, having a good healer, playing the game meta, I highly recommend you use your guaranteed if you don't get Verina off of the beginner convene on getting a copy of Verina for your teams. She will be very valuable, at least for the early game, and I would consider her to be very good going forward as well. Even if she does end up getting power crept later on, she will still be a very reliable unit. Also, I will be live streaming the entire launch of Wuthering Waves over on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheNoBear. Come and join us. There'll be tons of giveaways, as well as Twitch is running a promotion. If you gift subs, you'll be able to get in-game rewards in the chat for gifting a streamer that's streaming in the Wuthering Waves category subs. I hope you found this information helpful. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.